All 2012. Oh my god, it sucks. I will tell you reasons on why I hate fall 2012, in my opinion. 1. On August 14th, it was my first day of high school, starting this school year. The school year starts in the middle of August. 2. On August 15th, we moved to a new classroom. 3. On August 18th, I went swimming in the pool at my uncle's house. This was the last time I went swimming there before they took down the pool. 4. On August 19th, second of my cousins got a 3DS XL. 5. On August 22nd, I was acting up when my cousin deleted my Mick character off of his 3DS. 6. On August 24th, I was moved to regular PE. 7. On August 25th, I went to a party at my uncle's house. 8. On August 26th, I got a 3DS XL. 9. On August 27th, my grandma thought I was late for school, so she told my dad to drive me to school. 10. On August 28th, while I was talking to my mom on the phone, two of my cousins messed around playing Mario Kart 7 multiplayer without me, and I was acting up. 11. On August 30th, when I called my mom, she told me that she's going to pick me up tomorrow, at least I have no school tomorrow. 12. On August 31st, I didn't feel like showing off my 3DS just yet, so I messed around placing it under the mattress and taking meds instead. I'll get to that later. And we stayed at my aunt's house. 13. On September 1st, I went to the movies to see The Dark Knight Rises. 14. On September 2nd, my mom took me home. When I got home I was about to play with my 3DS, but the screen broke. Looks like that 3DS didn't stand a chance. I had to go back to playing with my This reminds me of Oshitake mushrooms, when Lee had to go back to play the Xbox One after Carol threw away the Xbox Series X. My aunt and my grandma took my 3DS to get it fixed. My aunt told me it will take a month to get it fixed. 15. On Labor Day, I watched Nickelodeon. 16. On September 7th, I recorded Lilo and Stitch on my DVR. 17. On September 11th, I have sculpture as my elective for 5th period. 18. On September 12th, Ashley told me I have no friends. I'm ashamed. If I didn't stop being friends with Brian the Phonics Loving Brony 1999, I would have at least one, but no. I stopped being friends with him for a while because I was fed up with him snitching. When I got home, I got another 3DS XL and New Super Mario Bros. 2. 19. On September 15th, I walked on the treadmill in the garage with my 3DS on and in my pocket to collect play coins. When I got off the treadmill, I only got 10 play coins. I receive 1 play coin for each 100 steps I take with my 3DS, but you can only receive up to 10 play coins a day. 20. On September 17th, I went to the farmer's market since I have no school today. Later that day, my mom called me. She asked me how was school today. I told her I didn't go to school today. She got mad at me and told me I have to go to school today. She also made me cry. I told my aunt that my mom got mad at me for not going to school today. My aunt told me that I should have said there was no school today. She told me to say that next Wednesday when there's no school in the middle of the week. 21. On the 3rd week of September, we started to get dressed for PE. 22. On September 22nd, I went to swap meet. I got a DS game card with a micro SD card slot. My uncle also got 2 of them for my cousins and surprised them with it. I was playing with my 3DS all day. Later that day, I watched a new episode of Victorious. 23. On September 24th, I had to stay after school for an after-school program for 1 week. What a waste of time. 24. On September 25th, I called my mom. She told me that my brother and my cousin will have no school tomorrow. I told her that I will have no school tomorrow either. 25. On September 26th, me and my cousin played multiplayer on the 3DS. 26. On September 28th, at the end of the school day, I messed around calling Brian the Phonics Loving Brony 1999 a stupid head. I got that from Lilo and Stitch. Brian messed around telling the bus driver. I ended up getting in trouble with Miss Fragoso. What a snitch he is. If he hadn't snitched on me, I wouldn't have gotten in trouble. See what I mean? When I got home, I played Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story on my 3DS. 27. On September 29th, I watched the very first episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for 2012 on TV. 28. On October 1st I was moved to another class. You can watch my October 1st 2012 rant if you want to know more about this day. 29. On October 6th, I watched the new iCarly 1-hour special. 30. On October 7th, I could have sworn I saw Miss Fragoso at In and Out. No, I did not act like Clarence because Clarence didn't exist in 2012. 31. On October 9th, Ashley called me the annoying guy. How the fuck I'm annoying? This made me cry. 32. On October 10th, Miss Walker had Ashley apologize to me. 33. On October 13th, my grandma went to Mexico and left me with my dad. 34. On October 19th, it was a minimum day at my school. 35. On October 22nd, I acted foolish in front of Miss Legaspi. It was all because of Ruben. 36. On October 26th, we went to Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate my cousin's birthday. 37. On Halloween, I went trick-or-treating. 38. On November 3rd, my mom picked me up at my house and I took my 3DS this time because I have a lot of games. 39. On November 4th, my mom took me home. Later at night, my dad yelled at me, which made me cry. 40. On November 5th, my dad made me cry this morning. I called my grandma and I tried to tell her that my dad made me cry, but I ended up crying. I just miss her so much. 41. On Election Day, Barack Obama was re-elected. My dad made me cry 3 days in a row, so I ran to my aunt's house to call my grandma. 42. On my birthday, my mom called me and wished me a happy birthday. When I got home from school, my aunt got me an Angry Birds set. 43. On November 9th, I went to Round Table Pizza to celebrate my birthday. I got Mario Kart 7, a GameStop gift card, and a giant Hershey's bar. 44. On Veterans Day weekend I played Mario Kart 7 on my 3DS. 45. On November 13th, my dad picked me up from school early to take me to the doctor, just to have my appointment rescheduled to the end of February. 46. On November 14th, I left my PE clothes at home. I had to sit on the bench during my PE class. When I got home, my dad told me, now you know what happens when you leave your PE clothes at home. I told him that's not good enough. 47. On November 16th, it was my last day of school before Thanksgiving break. When I got home, my grandma was already home. I missed her so much. 48. On November 19th, my cousin came to my house with Mario Party 9. 49. On Thanksgiving, we had Thanksgiving dinner. 50. On Black Friday, I watched the final episode of iCarly. After I watched it, it got cancelled after season 6. 51. On November 24th, I watched the very first episode of Marvin Marvine on TV. 52. On November 25th, I went to Knott's Berry Farm with my uncle. 53. On November 26th, I went back to school. 54. On November 29th, I watched A Fairly Odd Christmas on Nickelodeon. 55. On November 30th, Miss Robledo was gone for one day, so we had to go to Ms. Fragoso's class for the day. 56. On December 6th, I went to the DMV to take a picture for my ID. Later at night, I watched It's a SpongeBob Christmas. 57. On December 9th, I watched the Christmas parade. 58. On December 14th, it was the last day of school before winter break. The only thing I like about fall 2012 is when I played with my 3DS, and that's it. Thank God fall 2012 ended on December 20th, 2012 at midnight, and thank God it's in the past now. I don't know who likes or hates fall 2012, so I'm gonna leave it be. Fall 2012 sucks. And so does summer 2021. January 1, 2022 is 1,000,000 times better than fall 2012. End of rant. Next rant, September 13, 2019. After the September 13, 2019 rant, April 12, 2019. After the April 12, 2019 rant, criminal supporter term, note, I cancelled my Aiden Productions rant because he only attacks Jay Kaiser haters, and I now like Jay Kaiser again. After the criminal supporter term rant, Peter on YT PlayStation and Xbox fan, note, I cancelled my Emmanuel Thomas rant because it's not worth ranting on him nowadays. I've been hearing the bad things about this user. After the Peter on YT PlayStation and Xbox fan rant, Super Bulbasaur Logan,